Hey everybody, welcome to Tech with Brett, where I help tech work for you. And in this video today, I'm going to show you how to transfer everything from your old phone to your new Samsung Galaxy S8 using the cable that comes right in the box. This will work from older Android phones, flip phones, and even iPhones. Let's get started. Before you begin the transfer, I suggest to charge your devices up to above 50%. First thing, you will then need to get the cable from your old phone. So this is the micro USB cable that I will plug into the Galaxy S6 Edge on this side. Over here, this is a USB-C to full USB that I will plug into the Galaxy S8. And then on the Galaxy S8, I also suggest that you go into Smart Switch and you make sure that it is updated. And you do that by going into your settings, and you can search right here for Smart Switch. You'll see that right here under Clouds and Accounts is Smart Switch. So if I want to update it, here at the bottom it is saying there's an update available, or on older devices all I need to do is go into Settings, and then Settings again, and About Smart Switch, and here I can click the Update option. This will make sure that Smart Switch is running smoothly when transferring from your old device. The next step is to plug in the micro USB cable into the old phone. Then plug the USB cable into the USB connector that came with your new Galaxy phone. Then plug that into the device. Once you do that, you should see a pop-up that says open with what application, and then you would just select Smart Switch. So here we're already in Smart Switch. Then I want to say, do I want to send or receive? And we want to receive the info from the Galaxy S6 Edge over to the Galaxy S8 Plus. And here I'm going to click receive. So if you see this error pop up, is what you need to do on the older device. You pull down the notification bar and click the USB charging, tap here for more options, and here I want to make sure I select file transfer. Then I try again. So I'm going to click receive. It then has access to scan through this phone and find all the information that you can receive. So this could take some time. When you're doing this, maybe from an iPhone, it will do the same process. You make sure you plug the iPhone cable into here and then into the USB on the new phone, and then it will search through and find all the information that it can transfer. So here at the top, it's saying this transfer will take about 45 minutes. I have 7.6 gig of info that needs to be transferred, and there's 50 gig available on this phone. Then it says what I can transfer. So here I have 940 contacts, 7,000 text messages, 5 calendar events, memo, 162 S notes, my call log. If I had alarms or an email account, it would even transfer those over. Here I have 40 apps. It will transfer my settings, Wi-Fi app settings, even my home screen layout. So the way I have my apps set up on here, it will even transfer those over to the new device. And then down here, it's talking about media. So I have images, 90 images, 32 song items, 3 videos, and that equals 4.2 gig. And then documents. So if you want to adjust this in any way, all you have to do is you can deselect the all up here, and then nothing will be selected, and you can just choose the ones you want. Or if I want to select all, and then I want to not transfer the movies because that's 4 gig, I could just uncheck here. Or if I want to transfer just a few movies, I can click the arrow on the right side of the screen. It then gives me the options of what I can transfer. So let's unselect that one. That's a really big video. And then I'm going to click done. And now it's saying I only have 734 meg of videos that it would need to transfer. So then let's just go ahead and use what is on here already. And we are going to go ahead with the transfer. So here it's saying that it should take about 40 minutes. And let's get started. And then also it will say, hey, do you want all of your text messages, or do you want just the last 2 years, 12 months, 6 months, or 3 months? And then I'm just going to say, no, let's do the last 30 days, and I don't have any messages in the last 30 days, but here we'll just start the transfer. And this will do a few steps. First, it's going to prepare, then it's going to transfer everything over, and then it will start saving on the new phone. And when it is to the saving process, that means you can unplug the device, because this is actually charging the old phone to make sure it stays charged. So you'll want to unplug it when it says saving so that it's not using extra battery. So here it is in the transferring stage, and it will go through this until it is done. And I just want to note that Smart Switch does not have to be installed on the older phone for this to work. Smart Switch only needs to be installed on both devices if you're using a wireless transfer. Okay, it said so that first part would take originally about 40 minutes, but since I removed the text messages, it was much faster than the original estimate. And now here it is in the saving process, where it is actually saving from that phone into the proper place on the Galaxy S8. And then here at the bottom it says you can now disconnect the USB cable, and that's so that you save the battery life on the new device. So there are 13 different categories that it does need to save. Then once it's done, we'll check to see how well it transferred the home screen to this new device and everything else to make sure it is all properly done. Okay, so from the time I started the transfer till about now, it's been about 15 minutes. Previously it said it was going to take 40. Again, we removed the messaging, but now here it is. So here it's transferred my notes, so we may want to download the notes application. It's saying it took a total of 4 gig on my new device. So it says it transferred all the contacts, calendar, memo, S-Note, call log, apps and data, settings, home screen, images, music, videos, and documents. So here we can also check if there are any more features that we should know about. So of course here on the new S8 it's saying there's a new Samsung Cloud where you can just back up to the cloud. But since we are done, I'm just going to select Close App and see how it did. So as we can see, the Galaxy S6 Edge had this same background. So it transferred the background, it transferred the home app, the widget right there on the top. It even changed the Google search bar to be the same. It looks like since I don't have the new email application on this Galaxy S8, I will need to go download that. In my Docs app, it downloaded everything, but the video player, that is a Samsung app that you need to get from the Galaxy App Store. So that's possibly why it did not transfer that one over. Down here on the bottom, it transferred. It looks like since this is a Verizon phone, it had Verizon specific apps. Those did not get transferred, but everything else worked. And then there's no apps button over here because to get to the apps on the S8, you just swipe up. If we go to the next screen over, you'll see for the most part it did the same. We're missing a few apps like Oculus, which I need to plug this into the VR to get. Missed a couple here, but for the most part, it did pretty awesome in pulling over the same information from my old device to the new device. It even got this screen here with the calendar the way I had it. And again, there's another Galaxy app that I would need to get from Samsung. Okay, let's go into the gallery and check to see how that did. On the S8, I will need to click over here into albums, and then I can click the more albums drop down. So there we have the same folders. I did have that one video that I didn't transfer from this device over to here, so that's not there. But in the Instagram folder, I have one. Kids camera, I have one. Sort this, I have 87 and 86. So possibly one missing. Maybe it was just some file that didn't work. So that was the gallery. Next, we can check the phone application. And here I could go under recents and I could see that those match up. And then I can also check my contacts. and those are all the same. Then I can check my music player. So here I go into the play music. No thanks. Skip. Skip. And then in here I will want to go to downloaded only. And I can see that those transferred as well. So again, total transfer time from the Galaxy S6 Edge to the S8 Plus with the USB cable connector was about 15 minutes. If you don't have a Samsung phone and you're using this cable, you need to make sure it has Android 4.3. If it does not work with your old phone, you will need to download the Smart Switch application on the older device so that you can transfer wirelessly. If you would like to see any other ways to transfer, make sure you click the link above so that you can see the full list of transfer videos that I have. Thank you so much for joining me today to learn all about how to transfer your info with the USB connector to your new Samsung device. If you have any further questions, please check the comments below. And if you would like to see more videos like this, please hit the subscribe button of my logo that's popped up on the screen, as well as click over here for more videos that you can see about the Galaxy S8. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. We'll see you on the next one.